Welcome everyone. Starting up the stream with the old goblins, despite legacy is completely broken due to the companions right now. Be it Lurrus, Garuda, or whatever the fox one is called. I literally opened one. I forget what it's called. It's basically, yeah, this Zerda. Hey Jack. Another cage of a pyrokinesis. If I'm scared of Gyarda more, cage does look pretty good. And I think I probably might regret this if we run into snow, cutting the third pile driver, but if we're running into Zerda, then Crater Maker is really important. So we could do this and then play another cage. Brings us up to 4 graveyard hate cards. That's probably where we want to be. So then for like, so I played one league of this new meta. I went 4-1. I played against 4 Lurrus decks and beat them all. And then I lost to 4-color snow in a close set of 3. Jackson, you're my companion. That's funny. I think Lurrus Delver is a really good matchup. It felt really good. I won 3 matches on the draw. Each time on the draw, I didn't drop a single game, and none of them were like super close. Like cutting Plague Engineer and Garmeg Angler makes things a lot easier for us. Even though they start the game with a significant card advantage, they're just their cards are fundamentally weaker against you. Guru Plague, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, so we're going to do these 4 Graveyard Hate cards, 4 Red Elemental Blasts, 2 Chalice, 2 Kinesis, 2 Mindbreak Trap, and a Pithing Needle. Seems pretty good. If we run into 4-color snow, I'll be sad I cut this a third pile driver, but that's life. Yeah, say no to companions. Companions are fucking dumb. No ley lines. I tried ley lines last night, 2 days ago. And they were really good in one match and not great in others. I'm on the play. It's a miracle. This hand is good. Let's see if my opponent's playing companions. Wow, they're not a companion deck. It's a miracle. Alright, interesting question of Lackey or Vile here. I think I want to lead on Vile, given that we're... Well, maybe not, actually. If I had another red source, and I could play this Munitions Expert... I don't know, maybe let's just lead on Lackey anyway. Let's lead on Lackey and see how it goes, because Magic is very... AP. This just shuts off any Force of Wills they have that they might have had for the Vile. Because if they go Force Your Vile and then we play Lackey, and then they can have a 2-man answer to Lackey. Basic Plains. Okay. Are we playing against Death and Taxes? Jack, it was partially because of the snow decks, right? Wow, it is Death and Taxes. Holy crap. Yeah, so the reason I talked about on Twitter is that snow decks, they have to like set up with Astrolabe before they can that's a good draw. Not wastelining them here. And I think I'll get a Badlands. Like they take the turn to cast to the Astrolabe before they can really use the removal. Giver of Runes, okay. Kind of want to pay Echo here because I have this Trash Master. And my Vial's going up to 2 anyway. Wow, that was a good draw. Okay. So because this Giver is Giver, not Mom, you don't actually need to kill it. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Okay. This Chain Whirler is going to be pretty gross. I mean, I guess I'll block. Kind of a 3-for-1 Whirler because they're going to have to plow it. Because it's just better than every creature. We could let them extend more. That's also reasonable, yeah. Yeah, we can chill here. We have a Wasteland for a Crocus as well. So I don't want to take a whole bunch of damage for no reason. If I could design a single goblin, what would it be? Yeah, let's just... Yeah, Duress Goblin is the #1 thing for me. Let's just do this now. Red Blast Goblin would also be pretty sick. I don't want to take 5, like, just no reason to. Batter Skull, cool. That was pretty good. So at 16, we can Ringleader attack for 5. We can attack all first. I might just find a removal spell off this Ringleader and kill them. Just Creator Maker, Lackey, sure. I'm just at the push damage phase. Because now they're just dead next turn. Or now. Yeah. Alright, good old Death and Taxes. These 3 cards are good. Pile Driver's bad. And... I sometimes shave a Sling Gang in this matchup. I think that's kind of reasonable. The 4-drop, not a red card. Life total races aren't typically what it's about. A bunch of 1/1s aren't super impactful. like, it's a good card, but I think the second one is ultimately redundant. We just get to lower the curve a little bit. And I have had the problem of having Kinesis, but like a Sling Gang stuck in my hand, so I had to pitch like a different card. Alright, this hand's a keep, but it's a little sketchy. Okay. Let's draw a Munitions Expert. If they have Giver of Runes here, that would really suck. I don't think I'm playing around Giver, though. Alright. That's an acceptable trade. Our hand was definitely a little soft to this kind of opening. Oh boy. Yeah, these 4-drops look pretty bad now, huh? Against the Vial. There's a Matron. Stoneforge. Yeah. Batter Skull. See if they decide to put in the Batter Skull or not. Looks like they are. Yeah. Pyrokinesis would be good. Another Ringleader is not good. Hey, nice Connor. What do we want to get here? I kind of want to get War Marshal. Because I have this Trash Master. I'm going to kind of presume they have another piece of equipment. I don't want to be able to shatter Batter Skull potentially like twice and blow up the Vial. Expert might be better there. I'm a little wary of getting a black source. This plays around getting wastelanded a little bit better. Oh god, alright, please don't name Trash Master. Okay. Okay. So I got one card. Two cards. You take a pretty big hit. Yeah, how's that new Human Lord? That card seems sweet. Yeah, I always take this. It's a strong practice. All right. I kind of like War Marshal Port over Joan Mode, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, 3 months. Love the content you love. Please keep doing what you're doing. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I really, really appreciate that. So we could do War Marshal Port, or we could do like Matron Mog Fanatic. Kind of an interesting decision there. I want to save the Matron to get something better. I like porting this turn because it means that if they miss the land for another turn, they're not going to be able to bounce Batterskull. Damn. All right. Okay. Guess that kind of works. All right, we're still taking these hits down to 7, which is not super nice in the face of a likely Flicker Wisp. Oh, hello. All right. That solves problems. All right, blow up a vial first. Nothing. Okay. That was good. Yeah, Kinesis off the top's pretty good. Sure. I guess they plow now. That kind of sucks. Okay. This is fine. Now we just leave him with his Dunforge Mystic. It's like a sweet ringleader. Boo! Alright, I think where I was going to pitch that expert, actually. Don't want to trade damage here when I'm going to be at 4. Continue porting the Caracas. It's gonna get jump homed. I'm at 4. I guess I don't need to jump home it right now. I guess I can ringleader first and see what I hit. That's a pretty good time for Crater Maker to show up. I think I'll hold back with 1, because I'm going to blow up this Crusader now, I think. I don't want the Stoneforge to be attacking me, so... Okay. I have a Thalia here. They're wasting the Caracas. Nice. Yeah, I just like jump home drawing a card. Guess I'm kind of scared of Cataclysm here. So they're going to go to 10. So I don't know if I'm even supposed to cast anything else because of Kata. Yeah, I'm just going to hold. Because I think Cataclysm's the only way I lose from here. Sure. There we go. Nice. All right, well, 2 death and taxes. Pretty good matchup. We got Trashmaster online that is just really, really grossly good against D&T. So we almost lost. You know, they did have the fast batter skull that hit us pretty hard. I think Sword of Fire and Ice would have been a better grab for them. It would have been a significantly worse spot to Sword, I think. Alright, on the draw. Title got you here. Ooh, man, this hand. This hand's pretty tempting, because if we draw a land, it's very good. Because we've got... Yeah, I guess it's probably a keep. It's just very high risk, but we're on the draw, so we're at least... Wow, another non-companion deck. What is happening? Trop? Interesting. Delver. Alright, so this hand just immediately got way worse. This is why I normally mulligan hands like this, because Delver is terrifying. I drew a land. That's nice. Unfortunately, we can't get Badlands. Days. Yeah. Please no flip. God damn it. Flip on Spell Snare? That sucks. Spell Snare's really good here. Hey Nathan. I drew a Vial. That's pretty strong. 4-3 in the challenge with Red Prison. Red Prison doesn't seem great right now. The Chalice is good. I'm gonna wasteland them here. Stifle? Okay. Do they not need to show... no, they have to show Companion before mulligans are decided. So we're going to take a couple hits with this Delver, but I think that's okay given that we have Vial online with... We're going to kill the Delver in 2 turns. And then Sling Gang can get us back. Okay. Title of the stream seems sad. Okay, so here's a question. Are we casting War Marshal into Spell Snare? I don't think so. Like, they could have put the Spell Snare on top, but that seems... eh. 80 card miracles, oh my god. Preordain, cool. I really hope they tap out this turn. So we're going down to 10. Let's see what they did with the Preordain. Bottom 2, cool. Nice, that was great. I should have thought about that a bit more. I could have ramped out Ringleader there. Or Sling Gang. Yeah, let's see if we can bait a... Actually, no, never mind. That doesn't do anything. So let's kill Delver now. Yeah, we don't want to be giving up board state. Guess I should do it on their chance of Stifle. What I should have done, actually, I should have cast Expert, and then if they go to Bolt the Prospector, then I Vial in the Mogwar Marshal. That was the technically correct play, I think. We're in a pretty strong spot, though. Cantrips. Ponder, no shuffle, okay. I think we're gonna sack a token and cast Ringleader here. Yeah. See if we can hit a 3. Matron. Hey, and hit War Chief. Nothing? Cool. Well, our ham's still stacked from there. So the Rug Delver, good matchup. Not sure the version. I'm going to assume it's the latest versions. So we want Kinesis, we want Relic, and Rebs. I think 2 to 3 Rebs, depending on how much we want to board out. So board out Trash Master, the 2 Ward Chiefs, 2 Pile Drivers, that's 5. Reb is really nice for Oko. And to keep you from being delvered to death. I think I want the 3rd Reb. And we'll trim, I think it's either Lackey or Prospector. I like Prospector a little bit more on the draw. It's the anti-daze machine, and it's also making your Rebs better. Down to 27 creatures, which is a little sketch. Because these ringleaders are going to get a lot worse. Hey, this hand's good. What would elves eat alive? Oh my god. Ruination, holy shit. 3 wilts, 3 counter spells. What is Omen of the Sea? Oh, that's like the flash preordain, right? It costs 2. Goblins would probably eat this alive. Turn 1 Delver, okay. I think we're fine going out with Cavern first. Maybe I'm supposed to go Mountain though. Try to evade a daze. That might have been better actually. Yeah, I should have thought about that more. I should have gone Mountain and let them counter the Lackey. Because Wasteland would really suck. Yeah, fuck. Fuck. Oh, they don't have answer to Lackey. Okay. So now we get to blast the Delver. It can't attack. And draw the Vial. Nice. Alright. Alright, they're blazing volleying a Lackey. That's acceptable. Should have waited on blast. Yeah, I guess I could have had the read on the days there. Yeah. Mogwar Marshal would probably be our best draw. Running out the Cavern definitely punishes. Definitely punished. I should have led on Mountain for sure. Another Delver? Oh, this looks like Hootie. Yeah, they can't restrict the companions. Pretty sad. Mog Fanatic would be pretty good here. Wasteland. Kinesis, kill the Mandrills. They have 6'd. Does that influence anything? Should I just cast this Matron? I don't know what I'm matroning for yet, though. Like, probably Munitions Expert. Could Matron for Matron. And then Matron for Expert on the following turn. You think you want a Matron for Ringleader? Ooh, that's scary. They're on 3 cards, though. They might just have more threats. Let's see if Matron resolves. Okay, it did. Ringleader's very, very high upside. Walks into days that they don't have. Alright. And we have a lot of good draws from here. Like Expert would kill the Delver. Cavern would resolve the Ringleader. 2 on top, it's terrifying. 2 more Rebs in the deck to kill the Delver. Yeah, not waiting to play around days on the Reb really cost us here. Alright, I think I'm waiting now. I'm waiting to play around days. Connor, I kind of, probably not as busted as Breach, but I think it's very busted. Oh god, it's a big goif. Yeah, Drannith Magistrate's not a playable card. That's the problem. Alright, we're going to leave Vial on 2, because we really want to hit Expert off this Ringleader. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Chalice is good right now. Bull Ringleader, sure. Yeah, I think it's really bad for Magic. Block. The games are good and be super, super repetitive with Companion. Fuck. True Name in this economy? Who's playing True Name? Alright, there's a Matron. Sling Gang can pull us out of this. That was bad. That was a bad Ringleader. Let's take him off. 3 mana. Okay. Well, it's just better Belcher. Do we really want Legacy to have a better Belcher deck? Is that like a thing that is good for the format? I don't think it is. Alright, that was pretty good. So we can kill the Goyf here. But we'd have to fetch. So we go to 4. I think that's fine. Okay. That's unfortunate. So we go to 1, but we go to 2. Yeah, 2 and 1 are this. 2 and 3 are the same here, so. If we sack any more, then the Goyf doesn't die. Okay. Alright, so now Matron or Slingang or Good Ringleader, or we're dead. Okay, it's a cantrip. Slingang. Boo. Alright, we're dead. Alright, so we lost a True Name. That's unfortunate. If I had Wastelanded a little more aggressively, and also we took a lot of damage off that Delver for no reason. Alright, so if Mandrels, True Name, Goyf. I want like one pile driver to race, kinda. I want the 4th Lackey on the play. Maybe don't need Prospector on the play. Then I mean, I just should have waited with the Reb. Would have won the race pretty easily. Oh, Mazball, thanks for the follow. Missed that. Maybe we're overboarding a little bit. Do I want all 3 Rebs? Maybe this is all I need. Like, those ringleaders were pretty bad, right? We drew 1 card off of both of them. Alright, this hand is good at a specific thing. Lackey, wasteland you, wasteland you. Hopefully you don't have a bolt. Ponder, 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 ponder. God damn it. Now I feel like I can't wasteland. At least we drew a 2-drop. Hydroblast. Please Hydroblast. Like, who? Seriously. Goyf for Mandrels. Dreadhorde? Jeez. Alright. 3 wastelands. Sure. They can't Hydroblast Pile Driver. That's pretty funny. Jesus, more lands, huh? Alright, I guess we lose now. They had Fucking Hydroblast into Dread Horde. If we draw a Pyrokinesis, that'd be pretty good. 2 on top, that's bad. That's bad news. At what point do we stop wastelanding? Don't think it's now. Alright. Rug Delver ignoring triple wasteland is extremely unlikely, but here we are. War Marshal was pretty good. I think I want a Badlands myself. Munitions Expert, such a good draw. Oh my god. Fuck off. There's no point attacking. Pile Driver's pro blue, so they can't blast it. Well, that was horrifying. Now we're dead. Cool. I guess they don't. They got this Hydroblast. Let's draw a Relic. Oh my god. No shuffle, have a land, cast Hooting Mandrills, cool. Alright, GG. As I said, our hand did a very specific thing, and their hand was very good against our specific thing, which was Goblin Lackey Wasteland you twice. Kind of upsetting that that didn't work. Rug Delver does not play many lands. I mean, like, they have a Hydroblast in their yard. Doesn't really matter what I do here. Let's play the Pashlik Mons, I guess. Chain Whirler might eat the Dread Horde. Blazing Volley's super gross there too. We've wastelanded Rug Delver 3 times, and they have yet to miss a land drop. That's unreal. So they just got all the 3 drops? They're playing True Name and Oko? Sure. Well, I think we're losing one of our best matchups, which is kind of rough, but our hand was sketchy for a lot of reasons. They have a Bolt, Aether Gust, sure. I do not want to redraw that. Okay. Alright, opponent, you got me. Alright, I'm now 12-2 against Rug Delver. Seems pretty incredible that Rug Delver did not get bricked on lands there. Lurrus deck, this hand's really, really slow. Wow, this hand's also pretty bad. We should have won game 2. That was my fault. This doesn't beat any Lurrus deck, right? I guess we can wasteland them twice, but again, that doesn't really work. Alright, this is the best hand by a lot. Alright, so we're going to put back... Jake, you talking about game 2? When I ringleadered... Oh, you would have wastelanded. I was trying to ringleader around days, which is why I didn't want to wasteland. Oh, game 3. I never cast ringleader. Are you talking about pile driver? That may have been better. Yeah. War Marshal's really good against the Lurrus decks. But we want something good to put in play off Lackey, so maybe we do this. This looks weird, but I feel like it's correct. So we want the ringleader put into play off of Lackey. We want the War Marshal in case Lackey dies. Oh, it's Storm. All right. Oh, there's kind of they can just cast Lurrus and brick Lackey and get back LED. All right. Yeah, Jack, I can see that. I was just okay. Oh my god, this is gross. This is really gross. There's Cavernous Souls in this deck. All right. Well, here we are. I've never had Goblin Lackey as my Moto username. Footballs. We can't even attack with Lackey. Repeal. This is going to be interesting. Oh no. It's this fucking deck. Another Echo. That was not me, yeah. That was someone else. Well, this is why we registered 4 Rebs to my Break Trap. Get an LED. Storm count 12 past the turn. Yep. Expert. Fuck. Okay. Well, we gotta get Lurrus off the battlefield. I could attack. Trade Lurrus with Lackey. It probably has to happen. Otherwise, just double LED next turn. Okay. If we don't get echoed, we can War Chief into kill relatively quickly. Pull from Eternity. Okay. So they discard an artifact, get LED Echo. Alright, so I pulled into the graveyard, right. Alright, so my hand doesn't matter again. Now they have Lurrus back in their deck. Time Twister's legal. Cool. Alright, this hand's something, I guess. Sideboard looks pretty good here. Boarding in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for this. Probably 12 cards. Discard Petal to find Mishra's Bauble is funny. Thanks. Thanks, chat. Okay. So are we doing Wasteland? I guess Port. Yeah, Lackey Port. Lackey Creator Maker's okay here though, but I think we probably have to keep him off as much mana as possible. I think Creator Maker's probably too like reactive, but cutting them off of just actual infinity mana probably matters. I think I port black rather than red because they have red with Mox Opal if they need it. I'm gonna repeal my Lackey. Oh, okay. Find a bauble. Okay. It's probably a good sign. So we'll probably Matron up Moggle or Matron up Trash Master. If we get a turn. Discard Petal, get a bauble. Maybe they're just trying to generate Storm Count. I don't know why they wouldn't get LED though. We saw Tendrils twice. Hey Jordan. Okay, we got a turn. Nice, nice. Anything better to get? You're here for goblins. Nice. Alright. Please don't cast Repeal. This is what Magic is now. I wouldn't call it Ant, but they don't have Metalcraft anymore. That's neat. And next black. This is a Echo deck of some variety. They are a Lurrus deck. Get to draw 2 cards. Maybe I'm supposed to blow up the Crow Mox there. It's kind of tempting, right? Oh yeah, I stream usually like twice a week. Always Goblins. So there's Petals and... Alright, let's blow up the Mox before it can generate mana. And with the if we get the Mogwai Marshal down, then I feel like we can kind of shatter everything freely. Imprint, Dark Ritual. Okay. Rip. to sack my Lackey, which sucks. I don't want any companions. No companions, Goblin or otherwise. Pull from eternity. Top 3 Goblins of all time. Goblin digging team number 1. Alright, well, goodbye, hand. We hardly knew ye. This hand's a lot worse. Like a lot worse. Top 3. Monarch Fanatic. Matron. Big fan of Grenzo Havoc Razor. The card's pretty sick. Pedal. I feel like I'm dead to tendrils here. Ringleader Pile Driver Goblin Grenade. Goblin Grenade may be an honorary goblin. But it's not, like, technically a goblin. Okay, they bricked again. This deck. This deck's a mess. Alright, so we go blow up your Volk, I guess. More chief attack for 6. Could go like expert just to have fodder, but Goblins can't tell the difference between a goblin and a grenade. Accurate. Alright, I've about to like try to like go off every single turn, and it's turn 5. Oh man. This deck is a pile. Pull from eternity. Oh my god. I could wrath myself to blow up the 2 Chrome Moxes. That seems very unlikely to work. I have not tried the old school Fecundity deck myself. Nah, I gotta let them echo. My hand kind of sucks anyway. Like, I think I'm fine with them time twistering for the 3rd time or whatever. Food Chain, yeah. Cavern of Souls is in their deck. It's a card in their deck. Guess they probably go Artificer's Intuition, discard a random thing, LED. I think this is the 3rd time. Oh, do they have Lurrus? They named Human? A Grand Abolisher. Alright, I guess I can't Trash Master anymore. What is happening? We're 1-1. This is still game 1. It is indeed. We can no longer Trash Master them because of Grand Abolisher. Alright, we still have Munitions Experts. We can kill the Abolisher. Or we can... Alright. Alright, if we're not dead here, we can do some stuff. Well, they might brick again. Who knows? They've bricked 3 times already. But I might be dead to tendrils here.
They're on their way to building a house.
Multiple Grand Abolishers. Entomb? Okay. I guess this gets another echo. Jesus Christ. I wanted my hand. My hand was good. Wow, this hand sucks. Well, actually, no, we got a matron and we have a war chief in play, so it's not too bad. Oh, they found tendrils. Okay. Okay, that's a thing that happened. Combo spring is probably how I would describe it. We have to leave in like 2 experts for Lurrus, because we have Crocus too. That's kind of neat. This might be a cut Vial matchup. Like, Vial's gonna be too slow, like, all the time. Just leaving a 3rd expert so we can kill Lurrus on time. Our curve is, like, infinitely lower. Let's do this. Oh, expert, or jump home. Yeah, kill the Abolisher. I guess you're not wrong. Sand seems good. Our opponent, can you beat these cards? Their entire deck is zeros. Is this Dark Ritual play Lurrus as a 3-2? I think that's what's happening. Yeah, it is. Well, we can trade with the 3-2 next turn. How about that?
There's a squirrel sitting on the tree, just shaking his tail really fast.
WotC didn't playtest anything in the last 2 years. WotC doesn't know what the fuck they are doing. Hope of Girapur, what the fuck? Alright, so we can block Lurrus, kill Hope. Sweet. Pash looks so good here. Yeah, I think WotC just fully doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like, they can ruin formats all they want, and people will buy their shit. Alright, opponent. Do you have a way to win the game now? Ooh, that was pretty good. I think Veil is fine. Like, it's not really played that much. It feels like not close to how busted everything else is. Do we have to blow up this EE with Trashmaster? That feels bad. Cage beats their entire deck. Doesn't Chalice on 0 also beat their entire deck? Well, I'm thinking I might blow up EE and then surgical it. Then what are they gonna do? This feels bad. Just 4 mana shatter. Alright. Yep. Might just die to tendrils, being honest. Alright, well they have 3 tendrils? Fuck. Draw step, yeah, whatever. Alright, so they've... You still hate TN10? Get with the times, dude. Alright. Alright, so using the Trashmaster is pretty bad. Yeah, TN is like very bad, even though we lost to it now. Or last round. Alright. Creature. Skirk Prospector. Let's go. 25 turn clock. Yeah, Echoing Truth. They have 2 repeals. Alright, that's pretty good. Red doesn't get them anything. Yeah, I really like the pre-Innistrad Legacy idea. There's a Matron. It's the fastest way to kill them. Pile driver. But I'm not playing it this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want to get myself out of Tendrils range. I think Tendrils is the way I lose this game. Nice. Goblins, yes, was probably stronger, relatively speaking, pre-Innistrad. Though the new cards are like really, really good. So we do lose a lot. They have 3 drills. But pretty quickly we're going to get out of range of Tendrils. Ha ha, Jordan. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. We're 101 Archon. So they're dead to a goblin now. Goif is medium now. Okay. Wow, we flooded so bad. Okay. Okay. So, Grand Abolisher. Some shit. Do I want to leave in a jump home? Because it also just cycles. We left in one Grand Abolisher. I don't feel like that's enough to warrant a slot here. Alright, Mindbreak Trap. Pretty sure their deck can't be in a Mindbreak Trap. This hand has none of our, like, quadrillion sideboard cards. What's up with that? Surgical Graph Cage. Sure. Gotta draw a land, though. That guy's really far away. If they go for turn 1, then I'm gonna Surgical LED. In response to Echo or whatever. Entomb? God. Yeah. Man, this card's fucked up. This card's really fucked up. They are soft to Chalice, but you gotta get to cast your Chalice. They also have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 answers? They're just gonna, like, kill me with, like, shitty creatures. What? What the fuck? What? Alright, I guess we lose. Sure. Put that on the bottom. Alright. Cool. Yeah. Slabada. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, that was pretty fucking dumb. They just had turn 1 empty. It's just every deck is Belcher now. This is why Legacy is swiftly going to the trash can. Every deck is Belcher. Lurrus makes petals and LEDs way too good. Like, we kept a hand of 2 pieces of interaction and died before we got to our turn. Alright, this is a fine hand that's gonna die to a combo deck. Oh, no companions? What the hell? We're so lucky. I mean, I think WotC's almost intentionally ruining Eternal formats. Beseiju? Oh god. I mean, we're just gonna waste that. If that's the land you're leading on. Get the fuck out of here, Beseiju. Bitch tree, yeah. Probably City, nope. Alright, so Sneak and Show, great. Lucky. Spell Pierce me, do it. Do it, you won't. Why would you lead on Beseiju instead of Island? I guess tap lands are tap lands. I know they don't actively test eternal formats, but it feels like they're actively trying to fuck with them. Like, it's not just like benign not caring. It's like it's like, oh, we're gonna ruin things for fun. No shuffle. Oh boy. I feel like I'm getting show and told next turn. Hopefully it's just Emrakul. Ooh, that was a very good draw. Maybe we're not dead.
Every time you say Emrakul, I think of Tentacruel.
Tentacruel?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically what he is.
Except much larger.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to get tinfoil hatty with it, but like, it does feel like WotC is ruining eternal formats with their just pure negligence. And it's like, well, we better play standard. I love that we got Empty the Warrens by a deck that has no tutor for Empty. They don't even have Gamble or Burning Wish. Like, just straight up just have to have Empty. I faced Lurrus in lands my last league. It was decent. Yeah, yeah. EDH is like the format now, which kind of sucks. You're late, Lackey. Very late. Brainstorm? What are you heating up? You can smell it over here. It smells good. What are you heating up, honey?
Just leftover Chipotle.
Leftover Chipotle.
I'm not always making a gourmet meal.
Show and tell. Alright, so we put in Sling Gang, hope they put in Emrakul. I could put in land and play around Omniscience Emrakul, but they always just have Cunning Wish anyway. Oh, it's Grizzlebrand. We can kill Grizzlebrand. Like, actually kind of easily.
Very sorry for how loud I'm going to be for a second.
It's okay.
Close this bag.
It's okay.
It's a very crunchy bag.
It's 5, 6. Alright. Let's see if they force will the Smog Fanatic. Alright, that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ha! I think Pashlik Mons kills them here. You love to see it. Opponent, this is not going to work out well for you. Yeah, they're just straight up dead. Don't even need the Pashlik. At least opponent die with 10 cards in the hand. They can feel good about that. The problem with, like, going deep on these, like, soldier stompy type decks is that they just lose to snow. You're on the wrong train. Oh yeah, I should have killed them with Mog Fanatic. You're totally right. You're totally right. All right, 4 red blasts, Mind Break. Don't know if they're. I'll bring in the Pithing Needle. I'll reluctantly bring in the Chalices, just as Chalice on 0 90% of the time. Yeah, Mog Fanatic's the fucking best, dude. He's very good in the Delver matchup. Alright, as sweet as that was, we're not going to leave in Gem Palm Incinerator for that small likelihood. We'll leave in Munitions Expert, because it can come into playoff show and tell sometimes and kill a thing. Oh boy. 7 out of 8 in the top 8 today's challenge had companions. Fuck. Oh, that's funny. Trap's very medium, but it's better than an average goblin. I've got a waste in the port. Alright, this hand's better? Question mark? They just ban the whole mechanic. This hand's probably not good enough on the draw against Stikacho. Did they mulligan at all? They cut 7? Nah, we need Red Blast. There we go. Is Vile better than Lackey here? Thing is, Vile can be cast off of Wasteland. Because we're probably going turn 1, hold up Reb, turn 2, Vile, hold up Reb. Feels really weird to put back Lackey, but I feel like we kind of have to. We could also put back Wasteland. But that seems sketch to do against Deacon Show. Wasteland's usually pretty good. I say they fetch out Basic Island. Alright, am I a coward? Am I holding up Reb this turn for real? Or do I just jam my Vile? No shuffle. Ooh, there's a Mind Break trap. Alright, I'm a coward. Alright, coward is punished. I want to draw Lackey, should have fetched. Needle's interesting. Okay. So they're land light. If they're playing out, they have both Buseju and Mystic Sanctuary. Fuck. Alright, putting back Lackey may have been wrong. May have been wrong. Pithing Needle Sneak Attack. Or I'm playing on Daze. guess if they daze, that's... I know they can hardcast daze. This might beta force or something. Really regretting not having this Lackey hitting them. Okay, so they're stuck on lands. Come on, Lackey, 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 Lackey. Ha! See, if you just say his name enough, he'll show up. I mean, he is just a 1/1 for 1 right now, but now our top decks are very, very, very live. No. You're supposed to miss. Lackey's Candy Man. Alright. Well, if they have the counter, we're dead. Unless they like put in Omniscience, then we get to Mindbreak, Trap, Emrakul. Yeah. Ooh. Get out of here. Don't have another. Don't have another. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. Okay. Yeah, Blast Omni Surgical Show does seem like the plan. I think I have Surgical first. Abrade was the last card? Okay. I'll draw step it. Oh no, they could draw Spell Pierce. I don't want them to draw a counter. That would be so bad. Surgical, Show and Tell. They don't have Sneak Attack in their deck? They literally can't win? Cool. Imba hand? Imba hand, says the person who went Show and Tell Omniscience Cunning Wish. I'm able to 5, yeah. yeah, they got a hard cast Omniscience. Nice. Imba hand, they say. Let's just get Pile Driver and end their life, right? Yeah, I've won a couple games on Mulsta too. Is there anything better? I mean, Pile Driver hits him pretty fast. War Chief is probably better for my top decks. So I'll give all future Goblins haste. That's the thing, is like London Mulligan and like very Belcher-like legacy allows moles to 2 and stuff like that to actually like work some percentage of the time. Imbalanced. Yeah, versus Dredge, yep, Molded Leyline, and then they just never answer it. Opponents on the hardcast Omni plan. They're a little bit away. We have Wastelands and Ports in our deck. Thoughts on Companion? Fucking Grixis. Is that a thought? Leyline of Life Force. What the fuck does that do, Carrie? I don't think Caracas does anything anymore. If they find a Braid, I'd be sad if they found a Braid. Creature spells cannot be countered. Oh my god. No! Alright, well. That's their last Braid. Oh man. GG. You have all the answers. I sure do. Crocus doesn't even do anything because your plan is hardcast Omniscience. Alright, we draw 3 lands in a row and then War Marshal. They may have been able to get to hardcast Omniscience before we kill them. Alright, that was... Alright, we're 2-2. I mean, we would have shuffled. Streaming Goblins is an essential service. We would have shuffled, but... So... This hand's gas. Would be better on the play, though. Another no companion deck? What is happening? Mill to 5. Okay. Our hand is very good. Gets most things. Trop. Or Misty. I'm gonna lead on Vial here. If they like spell pierce me, I'll cry, I guess, but Vial's getting spell pierced is just my existence now. Okay. At least it's getting forced or dazed. And we can wasteland them and play Lackey. And if they don't have it, sweet. Alright. Alright. So this is Rug Delver again? Blue-green Omni, maybe? Could be 4-color Snow. Easiest wasteland in my life. I expect a nice hand Coatl here. Yep. Aether Vial Wasteland. What a life. What a life indeed. Looks like Miracles. Our hand is pretty stacked against Miracles. Might have Plow for this Lackey. Alright, so no attack says to me they don't have Plow. Yeah, Pile Driver's Purple is very good in this matchup. They might have... They might have... Can Gyara be turn 1 Torpor Orb? I doubt it. I mean, I guess they can play a 6/6 on turn 1. Does that count as beating it? Might have Terminus here. But I'm gonna matron for Ringleader. Because if they're Terminusing, it's like not that big a deal. So a Ratchet Bomb, yeah, that would work. Hey, no Terminus. Yeah, Gyara's a Legacy deck too, yeah. Is that deck is that just a deck in like every format? Do not believe my Miracle's opponent is main decking Plague Engineer. This might be an Oko. I think they just fucking die if they play Oko. So this is either Miracles or 4-color Snow. We got 4 Red Blasts for this matchup? Hell yeah. Okay. Is it meme or legit? It seems pretty powerful. It's just like a more powerful, more consistent Belcher. Oh, they're doing it with Resto? Oh my god. Jordan, that doesn't mean anything. Playing white but doesn't have black doesn't mean shit. People play, it's just 5 colors. Always 5 colors. Plow Lackey, yeah. You're gonna regret that after this pile driver hits you for a quadrillion. Yeah. Yeah, they're 5 colors. Astrolabe's hell of a drug. So we get them for 7. Could play Crater Maker. I feel like I shouldn't. Just hold up Expert. They might like Terminus me. Nope. Okay. Oko. Uro. Okay. Uro's going to be very, very slow. Is that a pile driver lethal? Unless they have another plow. And it needs to be a white source. Actually, is that lethal? Okay, it is a white source. No, I still think Labe should be banned. I think 4-color Snow is still tier 1. I would like to see an Oko ban just because the cards are really boring, but I think without Astrolabe it would probably be fine. Alright, so we're playing our Plow at all? Like, I could flash in this Expert, Violent Ringleader, attack for what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. What if I just Ringleader? Is that enough? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 1 short. Don't want them to have infinite time. Alright, they're dead. Cool. So Miracles, round 5. So Ringleader would have hit War Chief, Lackey, Sling Gang. Okay. Why does it flash? Because it's got to be Jump Home Incinerator throwback, but if it's unable to... like, if it didn't have Flash, it would just be much worse than Jump Home Incinerator, right? And the only way to approximate Jump Home Incinerator without using Cycling is to give this Flash. So I think that's why they did it. Yeah, Emmy seems fine on power level. It's like kind of a nice sweet spot. So they showed Euro, so I do like a Relic here. I do not have a link to Gyara. Alright, so we cut Trashmaster. Well, it just has to have Flash in order to approximate the card they're trying to approximate. Got these guys. Wasteland was like pretty good there. Crocus is good too though. I don't want to cut a land. 4 red blasts, 1 relic. Two cuts. 28 goblins against miracles is like kind of a sad number. I guess we'll trim a Lackey. And what's the next worst card here? Honestly, might be Chainwhirler. But they have to play like Monastery Mentor. Ring Rare Chainwhirler's pretty good. Crater Maker might be the weakest link after that. Nice hand, Eli. Nice red blast. No red source hand. I thought I did mulligan to 5. Jeez, I think we're going to 5. Let's just draw lands. Yeah, you can Crocus Lurrus, but the way it works is they play Lurrus and then they immediately cast Bauble. Chainwhirler is a little bit of a rough draw. How does this work? Okay, so they eventually hit Spark Double, and it ignores the Legend rule, and then they just keep copying that. Alright, we drew land, that's nice. We're very weak to Inoko here, unfortunately. It's gonna start like oh my god. Best case they flash an Ice Fang, alright. I was hoping we'd get to Chainwhirler Ice Fang. Maybe they play Teferi and we get to Chainwhirler that. Ponder. What the fuck did they keep? One day into Companion, I miss Oko. I don't. Lurrus versus Urza, yeah. I was scared of running into Zerta today. No shuffle, okay. Support would be a nice draw. Here comes Astrolabe. Yeah. Really want to draw the Jump Home Incinerator. Or Reb. Reb would probably be the best thing. Ooh, Pile Driver's not bad. I think I want to use my mana a little more efficiently, though. Companionless Goblins. I think I'm getting Jump Home Incinerator. I don't think I can afford to get Ringleader. I don't have enough lands for it, and if they play Oko and like Elk Astrolabe, I'm just like stuck. And like I've a fair amount of gas in my hand anyway, so. Yeah, LED is Black Lotus, yeah. Surprise and Scary is pretty hot. Another Astrolabe? Okay. Alright, now we're going to engage with typical Goblins vs. Miracles experience of I'm not going to cast any more spells for a while. Hopefully we draw a Reb. Okay, they missed a land drop? Port? Ooh, Crocus is nice. Alright, Crocus means we're not, like, eating shit to Uro. Dragonstorm, that's a good way to think about it, yeah. Yeah, I think we chillin'. Yeah, they could ban. If they banned LED, people would get upset. Is opponent going to discard? Value? See, this is why you cast shitty 1/1s, is that people don't want to use their spells on them. They're just going to die to this Delver team. Probably discard Force of Will or something. Discard Jace. Nice. Third Cavern's pretty bad draw. Ice Fang. Yeah. I think we'll just let this trade and then I'll play another War Marshal. Block the Matron is smart. Don't think they're going to play a legend this turn, so... I was hoping I would get another actual red source so I could pay Echo a 4 Marshal and still hold up Gem Palm. Okay. There's the 4th land. They discarded a Jace to hand size. Just being very patient here. Oko. Yeah. Elgastrolabe. Yeah. So this is why we matroned for that Gem Palm earlier. Alright, now we pay Echo. And we did Chain Whirler the Oko. That's kind of sick. Super duper uncounterable Chain Whirler. I mean, yeah, I don't blame people for dropping Magic right now. Magic's gonna be in a really bad spot. Oko is the best Planeswalker ever printed. We just killed it with Mog War Marshals. How does that make you feel? Makes me very happy. We're a little overcommitted now. I might have Verdict. Snap. Ponder. Deal. Ren 6 is better specifically in Legacy, but Oko is better everywhere else. Our entire deck is live now. We've got 3 Matrons, 4 Ringleaders. Slingang is really good here. Slingang might just kill them. Yeah, Maverick's really bad against Noko. I mean, Jordan, allow... I play a lot of goblins. This is since the Ren ban. And no shuffle, alright. Legacy Madness is a tournament series that's going on. I feel like Dredge gets shit on by a lot of these decks, unfortunately. Alright, Plow the Chain Whirler. Yeah, I feel really good against Lurrus Delver, and I do also think it's the best deck. Am I committing more to the board here? They Ponder, didn't shuffle. I feel like they've got to have a Terminus here. I'm just gonna chill. There's a couple things that punish me for this, but... Hey... They do have a lot of cards. We are going to need gas eventually. Ace Fang? Okay, Return to Nature, sure. Fine with them spending two mana there. Ringleader. Alright, Expert's okay. I think I should play out. Is New Delver a good match? Yeah, I think New Delver's a good matchup. I won 3 straight matches, all 2-0, all on the draw against it, which felt really good. I think I have to commit Lackey Piledriver here. I'm okay with enforcing the Lackey. Yeah, Cage is good against this New Delver list. Yes, I agree. Kind of assuming they have Plow here again, which is a little rough. Maybe not. Recurring Crater Maker. Whew. I mean, I'm familiar with that with Volrath Stronghold, but that's not as good as what they get to do. Okay, we chillin'. Nice. Red Blast, Ringleader, Matron. Nice. Turn 9, Aether Vial. Yeah, I boarded in Leyline, just didn't find it necessary, I think. This kind of sucks. I'm just going to be out of cards. But I think I have to kill this so I'm not just left with nothing. We've yet to see a Ringleader, because we had to Matron for Jump Helm early. I wonder if I even play this file. Probably should. There's not much outside and not. Other than hiding that I have it in my hand. Oh, do they have Ice Fang here? That would be annoying. Or like Containment Priest. Fuck. Alright, that's really bad. Ouch. doesn't even do anything. We can draw Crater Maker. I wonder if they're gonna force this. That'd be really funny. Yeah, the fact that Leyline doesn't stop Gyarados is pretty fucked up. If they have a threat here, we're in trouble. Because we've not drawn our card advantage engines. There's an Oko. Oko kills us very slowly. Okay, there's Uro. That's also quite slow. We do have Caracas. Does get them out of scary life total land. The Volk. Okay. Yeah. Alright, Matron. Port. We can still keep them off of Uro. There's a nice thing. Alright. Yeah. Oko having 6 loyalty was against Fry is like really fucked up. We already used a Chain Whirler too, huh? Okay. I don't know, Rob. Oh god, don't back to basics me. Tip Fairy, alright. Alright, bounce the Vial. You got it. Vial wasn't doing anything anyway with Containment Priest in play. So we're getting outvalued eventually, because we didn't draw a Ringleader yet. The Zerdak can beat Nullrod with Karn Scion of Urza, just making giant things, but that's it. I think I have to save that for an Oko. Fairy doesn't really matter. So our Chain Roller's been plowed. Alright, so we've got 2 Crater Makers to deal with this Containment Priest. Straight up. Olep Sovak, thank you for the follow. I wonder if they're just going to cast Uro just to cast it, because it's kind of free to do so. Black-Green Depths. I think Black-Green Depths is a really hard time against this deck. And also, if Depths ever becomes popular, then Lurrus Delver can play like Aether Spellbomb. Just have recurable, unstoppable bounce. Ringleader, Ringleader, Ringleader. Really don't want to have to spend that on Teferi. Really awkward that we can't cast 2 red blasts in the same turn. My opponent does not have Yorion. I was drawing a lot of cards. I probably have to kill Teferi next turn because I don't want them to be drawing cards with Astrolabe. Here's Oko. Alright, guess we have to blast that. Oh, there's Uro, okay. Yeah, they've drawn a lot of cards. We're only down a few. These cards are really obnoxious. Gain 9 life this game. Do I kill the Teferi? I think I should. I'd be kind of shocked if Lone was favored versus the Fox combo. Plow, yep. Might just kill me with Entreat. Yeah, they're way faster and they're way more consistent from what I've seen. Yeah, if this goes to game 3, oh, there's Entreat. Okay, so there is Entreat in their deck. Good to know. Alright, well, we mulligan to 5, right? We played around the terminus pretty well, but did not draw gas ever. Hilarious. Thanks, deck. Alright, well, we're up 8 minutes for game 2, or game 3 rather. So they showed Containment Priest. Hyperviorion Goblins. Don't think that's a thing. Do I actually want Relic? I got pretty good Snapcaster value that game, I guess. Shave a Wasteland against the 4-color deck. How fucked up is that? But I think it's fine. I think I want up to 30 goblins post. Like I want all my goblins. Yeah. Okay. Sans Dees. Force of Will. We have second vial. They kept Enforcive Negation? What the fuck? Pitched Ice Fang, okay. Alright. Dad Duck, thanks for the follow. Red source, please. Bloodstained Mire, best draw. I mean, even if we end up like being dead, it's gonna be hard for our opponent to kill us. I feel like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. It's doable, but it's tough. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, second vow resolved is nice. Ponder. I might be supposed to sandbag this pile driver. It's really bad if they play a creature, though. Or, I mean, Planeswalker. Port. Oh god, do they have EE? No, it's Astrolabe. Okay. Alright, now I feel less bad about jamming the pile driver if I miss on lands. I was probably doing it anyway, but... Fuck me. Alright, we might lose to run mana here. It's a fairy. Bounce Vial. Oko Elk Vial. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Red mana, 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 red mana. Fuck. Come on. Well, this feels bad. Wow, they're not elking my vial? What the fuck? Okay. How'd last league go? 4-1 to the last league. We're 2-2 right now. Red mana. Oh my god. So now we can't cast our expert. I could matron for Prospector. I'm really scared of Containment Priest. I could port them. See if they vial in the Containment Priest. So I can activate my vial. I could also just cast Matron. cast Matron, get Skirk. Feels weird. But we really desperately need red mana. There's Containment Priest, I think. Plow, okay. Sure. They have 2 cards. They can escape Uro. Just Grixis it. Tarask, thanks for the follow. Back to basics would fuck me up. They have Mystic Sanctuary in their deck too. Hilarious. Hi. The fact they're not elking my Vial is like very sketch. Yeah, love it, Solnox. It's great. It's my favorite. Alright, do you have a Containment Priest? You do not. Alright. I think we kind of win now. Finally. Okay. 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 They have 2 cards. So, what do we do here? Do we just start by revving Oko? Leyline does not affect Gyroda, that is correct. Yeah, there's a bug. Oh, fuck, I should have tapped differently. No, I can't expert this turn. Alright. I guess we're just chilling now. They have 2 minutes. Another Oko. So now we Caracas the Uro. Jace? Sure. Yeah, apology, it's a bug. This should not work. Bounce Pashalik. Sure. Bounce the Uro. Yeah, they're gonna time out, but I think we can kill them anyway. I think we just win this game. Just take 6, sure. Is Pashlik actually lethal? Is a question. 2, 4. Wait, we attack for 5 down to 20. Attack 4 or play Pashlik. Only 15 damage. Yeah, it's not quite enough. Yeah, we gotta kill the Jace. Question is, how do we want to do it? I mean, I guess we just ringleader here. Is that better than expert? Probably. We know one of the cards in hand is Uro. War Chief Matron's not bad. I'll loop back a Goblin token. So hand is Uro and one other card. Yep. Okay. I'll chump here. They only have so many more combat steps. Okay. It's just expert. Or let's attack first. Yeah, and treat's like the thing I'm trying to avoid dying to. I think we matron. Grab the other sling gang. Nice fang, sure. I guess that's a Terminus. He's blind flip Terminus, alright. Then how are they winning? Alright, timeout win. Okay, so they Terminus me, they have no cards, and we play War Chief Sling Gang. I think we win that game, regardless of time there. So 3-2, lost to the Echo nonsense and Rug Delver. I made some misplay against Rug Delver. And we beat Death and Taxes, Miracles, and Sneak and Show. Or, not Sneak and Show. Blue-green Omni. What is Rogue Devil playing now? It's all sorts of things. They had a really weird list. They had both Mandrills, Goyf, True Name, and Oko. Like, it was like just a random assortment of threats. Good evening, Archnelson. Yeah, Callum, it does sound like pre-Ikoria League, basically. Char. Mirrorworks. Okay. Got all these play points to burn. But yeah, I mean, Legacy. This build's pretty good, I think. So that's breaking the 4-1 streak. So we had 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 3-2. So we kind of ran into some unexpected matchups, like Death and Taxes we had to run into. We really should have beaten Rogue Delver. I'll go over the last 4-1 because I think it shows the Lurrus Grixis Delver matchup pretty well. So on the draw, the Lurrus, I am mulligan to 6, put back a Lackey. Can play points be converted into ticks? Not directly. They thought he's my Chain Whirler. So I think they go on the plan of like hope Lackey can't put in anything good. Yeah, because they just go for the Wasteland. And I draw a Wasteland myself, which is just like really, really, really good. My companion's Goblin Lackey. He starts my opening hand. At least he should. So, double Lackey connection. Ringleader finds munitions. Matron. I drop the Crater Maker so I can keep the Lackey train going. They force pitching Daze. I don't know why they didn't just Daze. I guess they needed to get to 2 mana on their turn to have a chance, but yeah, just dead. Just fucking dead. Keep this hand because it's kind of nuts. Turn on Delver, sure. I think I just play my Lackey here. Don't flip. I think they play a Dread Horde here. Yeah. And then this is just like the grossest pyrokinesis. Drop Ringleader. Find another Lackey and a Sling Gang. Wasteland you. Play a Lackey. Hey, these games were not close. Preordained concede. Drop Matron, find Lackey. Yeah. I just wanted Ringleader, I think. Yeah, Ringleader, finding Lackey, and Slinging, clearly better. Just grab a Jump Hum, so there's no way I can lose. Blazing Volley would suck there, but I would drain them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drain them for 6, then attack them for 2, so they'd be at 6. I still have a Crater Maker and a Wasteland, so easy game, easy life. This was 4 colors snow. I have a pretty unfortunate game 3 here, but so on the draw, have this pretty decent hand. Draw a second vial. I mean, they just didn't have time. If they did have Rimble Spells, they didn't have time to cast them, like, because they just had their threats instead, right? So it turns to Sylvan Library. I'm like, okay, this is Snoko or Omni. I draw a Lackey, which is fantastic. I don't remember if I win or lose this game. It's looking pretty good from this spot, but... Yeah, Callum, that Zerta deck is, like, honestly so fucking terrifying. I played against a crazy Lurrus Storm deck that was, like, really maxing out on Echo the Aeons nonsense. But then game 3, they just had, like, turn 1 Lurrus, Petals, whatever, and empty for 14 on turn 1. And they have no way to tutor for empty in their entire deck. And it was just, like, just have empty in the opening 7. Guess I needed my Break Trap. So they brainstorm. I think they find Ice Fang here, and then we get to expert it, which is great. Yeah, so Lurrus generating like a bunch of mana in Free Storm was like really gross. I fetch out Badlands preemptively because I'm pretty sure it's Snoko now, or it's Omni, and then it doesn't matter. War Chief Lackey. Oh yeah, I think I end up losing this game because this I have like 2 ringleaders that hit War Chief Lackey specifically, and I just have no card advantage. Ice Fang. Like, we have a big hit, but... Moto, you're gonna get stuck. Yep, Moto gets stuck, cool. Well, I think what ends up happening is I play around Force of Will, and I don't cast the Trash Master, and then what happens is they just go Dead of Winter, Uro. And I draw 1 ringleader later, and it just hits War Chief Lackey again. So I drew like all my lackeys, which was really unfortunate. This hand is like... So this is the kind of hand that like does not look like a keep in a control matchup. Or like, it's like very sketchy. But against 4-color Snoko, you have to, like, they're bad at turn 1 Lackey. Like, this is what happens. This is why turn 1 Lackey is better than turn 1 Vial right now. So ringleader draws me a bunch of cards, but I can't deploy them very well, but at least I have Vial. Draw the land. Ice Fang gets Jump Hum Incinerated. I draw Sling Gang, which is the nut. Gyarda top 8 Legacy Challenge. Fuck. I play Pashlik out to punish Dead of Winter. Because then they'll at least take 3. That's not what happened. They played the Lackey, I think. Alright, Moto does not remember what is happening. From here, seeing how I win is very easy, though. And then have to mulligan that. And then I go to 6. It's like a pretty okay 6. But what happens now is, like... This is why Crater Maker sucks in the matchup. Like... I boarded 1 out, and I should have boarded more out. I probably should have kept in Mog Fanatic. Because what happens here is attack into Ice Fang. Ice Fang eats the Lackey. And I'm just like, okay, I'm really sad now. They brainstorm. They just have... I play War Chief. Play around Ice Fang. They do have yet another Ice Fang. And then... Uro, Decay War Chief, and I'm just like dead from here. Like, Vial Matron, sure. Cast Uro, Infinite Land Drops, 7 Library. Like, the mana advantage Uro gives is like really stupid. So Ringleader whiffs and I concede. Just land, Vial Relic. So pretty unfortunate loss there where the 2 Ice Fangs traded up and then the War Chief died. So if I had a Red Blast or Jump Hum Incinerator or Munitions Expert or Mog Fanatic, the Lackey would have gotten to connect, and I think it would have been a much, much better circumstance. So I'd like 10 cards to get me out of that, but didn't find them. So this is another Lurrus Delver. Opponent has the thing. This hand's kind of sick versus Delver. So they thought to use me to take the Vial. Or, no, they take the Pile Driver. So they're just trying to leave me with nothing. But given all this mana denial, would we play a Null Rod Goblin? It'd be really awkward in our Bile deck. Maybe if things got bad enough. So I'm just kind of flooded, but they're also not doing a whole lot. I draw a third Vial, so I'm going to keep porting. Because I really am trying to keep them off casting Lurrus. Draw Pile Driver, which is a creature. And there's the Dread Horde. I think I top deck Ringleader here. Yeah. Draw Gem Palm, which is okay. Does not kill the Arcanist, unfortunately. So I cycle Gem Palm there to try to find a 3-drop, and I find more ports. But top deck Matron, find the Ringleader, finds another Ringleader, casts the Ringleader. They have more bolts, but they're at 7 now, so it's like I decide to hold up Crater Maker mana, just so I can Crater Maker Lurrus and kill them from there. So 3 vials eventually got there. It only took a million years. Keep this very sketchy hand, and I get Thought Seized. Yep. Take the vial. Draw land like a god. Turn 2 Dread Horde. I'm sad. Play War Marshal, so I can hopefully expert this Dread Horde. Also makes attacking awkward, so they do attack. Block. They Thought Seize the Munitions Expert, and then I top deck the Mountain to take out the Lurrus. Get my hit in with Lackey, drop Sling Gang. It's like they just... Like, what are they supposed to do about this? Like, they put themselves down for life by Thought Seizing. And then it's just a Matron in hand, like... It's so gross. So, same opponent as round 1. I think my opponent was not very good, because they could just go turn on Brainstorm. Or no. I think that's game 2. They could just go like turn on Brainstorm. I'm like, what? Top deck Vial, like a good Magician, and they don't have Daze or Force, which is very lucky for sure. Don't flip their Delver, and they're stuck on 1 land. Then they Brainstorm, flip their Delver to Force of Will. Lackey gets bolted. Draw a Cavern, which is nuts. Oh, I do a trick here. I wait until they fetch to expert the Delver. Yeah, so I cast the War Chief attack, and if they fetch, I would get to Violent Expert and kill the Delver with 0 risk. So that was the line there. There's Dread Horde. What grade hate are we playing now? How do I board against Delver? I'll get there. I had ley lines for this, and I boarded them in, and then I never drew them, and I was happy I never did. So Crater Maker, Matron, Gem Palm, kill Arcanist, GG. Like they can Lurrus back Delver, but then we just kill the Delver, Crocus the Lurrus, or just kill the Delver. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're dead. It just doesn't matter. I think, but to answer your question, I think Grapdigger's Cage is pretty good because it stops Arcanist and Lurrus. So Pile Driver's lethal here now. So is Sling Gang. So is so many things. Game 2. Stops Gyurda, yes. Cage is pretty well positioned, it seems. Yeah, turn 1 Brainstorm, it's like, what the hell are you doing? So my opponent may be a weaker player. I'll just snap off the Wasteland, because this was 2 days ago, John. But yeah, Lurrus is everywhere. We didn't face it. We faced it once in our league today. Maybe. Yeah, we faced it once, the Storm build. Yeah, if you play Leyline and Gyurda and Cage, then you kind of hose yourself. So EE is pretty good here. so I can't Violin my Prospector. Yeah, I saw like a crazy Echo the Aeons deck. So this is a little awkward spot where I'm just like, well, I guess I have to wait for them to crack their EE before I can do anything. So goodbye Vial. Wasteland was pretty brutal because I was really hoping to cast Matron around Days. Pyrokinesis was a very good pickup though. Magic's turn when you're 10, your friend are just making up the rules. Oof. Oof, too real. So I'm really hoping they don't have a land here, so this is rough for me. They can go Lurrus plus E on 1 again. So Lurrus very strong here. But Drawing Munitions Expert was great. So they don't get any more value out of it. And yes, they do get to take out my Prospector and my Vial. So it's generated quite a bit of card advantage. Because they still have 5 cards. They have this Crater Maker, which is also like pretty good. So they've answered both my Vials. Chain Whirler's okay. No counter for the Matron was nice, because it also makes me much more confident about this Pyrokinesis resolving in the future. Grab Expert, because I'm scared of Dreadhorde. They Thoughtseize me. Just let it resolve. Take the Sling Gang, which I feel like is kind of a weird choice. So Matron up a Jump Home, I think. No, I go for Ringleader here because they've shown they don't have counter spells. And if they're going to be Thoughtseizing me, I want as much card advantage as possible. So we're just chilling here. So they do Thoughtseize me, take the Ringleader. Now they're down to 13. We draw a Crater Maker ourselves. So I'm like, okay, so I just want to avoid getting 2-for-1 basically by this Crater Maker because they've gotten a lot of card advantage. So I just am chilling. And I don't want to use an Expert on a Crater Maker that I'm going to be able to kill with my Crater Maker. Gem Palm's great draw as well. So I just attack for 2. And so this forces them to either block or trade. And so now I get to, you know, that's like a pretty good exchange. I'm trading Crater Maker Bolt for Crater Maker and a 1/1. I mean, an enchant creature that makes creatures lose abilities, but that means that pre-release people would know how to know how layers work. Yeah. So Delver's so great for me because now I just get to completely free Chain Whirler on it. Which I guess they knew about, so I figured it was bait for something. Yeah, the complexity creep is pretty ridiculous. So another Bolt. So I think their hand is just like all removal, basically. But I'm just beating them to death with these Goblin Matrons, and like I just don't have to cast my spells. Like, yeah, Fatal Push, Goblin Matron, sure. How did they get Crater Maker? This deck plays Crater Maker because you can recur it with Lurrus. Top deck Cavern like a god, because I think their last card is probably Force of Will. Draw a Pash like Jump On. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Complexity doesn't. Yeah, rules complexity doesn't matter when everyone's playing Arena. Yeah, so they look at this hand. I still have 5 cards at the end of this game, and two of them are 2-for-1s. This can be a 2-for-1. This can be a 2-for-1. This is card disadvantage, but I could also start hard casting it next turn. Like, we really outground this entire deck. So that was round 4, and then round 5. Yeah. This was against Lurrus lands, which is pretty interesting. So I figured it's Delver again, so this is very reasonable hand in basically any matchup, though. That's okay to randomly vent. That's the thing, like, this deck does not have that much pressure. But they get turn 1 Abrupt Decay, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Excuse me? Lackey was a good draw. I decided to port them, because I think... So the reason I decided to port here is because I'm trying to ascertain how much mana they have available to them. Why aren't the Dreadhordes running us over? Because we kill them. Because we kill the Dreadhordes with our 6 million removal spells. That's why. But also because they're playing like Thoughtseize, they're not playing as much spot removal as like Blue Red Delver does. They don't have as many they have as many bolts, but they don't have chain lightning, and they're not really on. I don't think they're playing Fatal Push main anyway. Yeah, I mean, Munitions Expert was really good against that. So yeah, so basically the thing I want to stop is Black Source Lurrus if I play my Lackey there. But then they just have more Moxes, so Loam. Yeah, exactly. 4 spot removal spells is a lot less than 6. Yeah, pre-Innistrad Legacy is something I'm definitely interested in. So they got Tabernacle with their Loam. So I jam War Chief here for sure, because it actually opens up my mana compared to Tabernacle. So they cast Lurrus, which is annoying. They get the bobble off of it. Plague Engineer is much less frequent in the format. I'm actually thinking about playing a 3rd Mog War Marshal, because there are so few Plague decks. Because a lot of the decks that formerly played Plague Engineer are playing Lurrus, and that stops you. You can't have Plague Engineer in your deck. So I'm forced to get Gem Palm here, which feels kind of bad, like against lands. I can't attack this turn, so it gives them a hefty amount of life. And they have Gamble, Exploration. So they have Loam and 2 lands, I think, at this point. So Port, Tabernacle. Yeah, it is huge for us. So wasting the Tabernacle, so my mana is freed up this turn. They port me, I Jump Home the Lurrus. Prospector's quite nice as a quote-unquote permanent answer to Tabernacle. And then I just fully commit to the board. They found a Punching Fire, though, which is really scary. So I feel like we're getting really close here, but it's going to be hard to beat that. So I end up paying for everything except for the Matron. I sack the Matron to pay for the War Chief using Prospector. Zerta is a 3/3, yeah. So they P-Fire the War Chief or the Lackey, I'm not sure which. Draw an Expert, which is one of my worst draws for sure. Yeah, P-Fire Lackey. So we get in for a lot. They're pretty close to dead. With a Rasta? What is a Rasta? So they're playing Dark Confidant in their land stack, which I guess goes with Lurrus and all the life gain, which is pretty interesting. They got Field of the Dead online now with Exploration. Oh, the 4-mana Spider, that's sick. And they do have... So I get to take out a zombie here. So I had a couple good draws here. Yeah, I keep tapping wrong like an idiot. Their Urborg makes my Black Source count less of an issue. If I drew another Expert there, I think they probably die. If they go to 3, I can ask my Pile Driver, which may have been wrong, because they have P-Fire. Yeah, I just get 2 lands, P-Fire my guy, and I'm basically just stuck from here with first double port Tabernacle. And then they double block, get no damage in, yeah. And the game's then over from here, basically. So game 2, Leyline really shows up and does some serious work. Like, this is just a good hand that also has a Leyline in it, which is just like the holy grail of Leyline hands. Jupiter was awesome each month. I don't know what that means. Keep drawing lands, which is nice. Is Standard broken as well? I haven't been paying attention. So Exploration, Tabernacle, Spheres. They brought out in Sphere against me, which is definitely wrong. Kind of sick the Tabernacle taps for mana with Urborg. But I'm drawing pretty well. So at this point, I'm just like, oh god, if you don't force a Vigor, you're very dead. Maze Port. So the mana denial is working out. And then they decay my Vial, which really sucks. Draw a Ley Line. Classic. Classic. Oh, gotcha. Double Maze, so no Creator Maker's not doing anything, so I blow up the spheres so I can cast my spells if I draw a land here, which I do. Run out my Pashlik, because I figure combat damage isn't really the way out with Double Maze. Draw a Wasteland, which is quite nice. I Maze check them. They miss it. I go to Wasteland the Tabernacle, so I don't have to deal with it anymore. They get Crocus, which is like pretty good here because it lets them play their Lurrus and protect it, and bounces my Pashlik. But just land my Sling Gang here. I don't know why they didn't port me. Seems like a big miss. Maybe we can run Settler again. Settler is not playable, sorry. So yeah, they definitely should have ported me. I should not have the Sling Gang in play. They get to cast Lurrus here, but it's just a 3/2. Porting me with Mazes of Ith. It's funny. So cast War Marshal, or Matron. Grab my Munitions Expert. I know Tabernacle's gone, and Leyline's in play, so it's gone. So I don't have to worry about it anymore. This Crocus is annoying though. Blocks, double block, right? And they go with P-Fire, so totally fine exchange for me. Probably should have P-Fired the Sling Gang. I guess they lose the Lurrus that way. So flash in Expert, they Crocus it, which I think is okay, given how much damage I'm going to deal. I liked the idea of if you reveal a companion, you have to mulligan. Like, you have to have a 6-card hand. So War Marshal's great here. I'm from Jersey. So Leyline almost assuredly just doing tons and tons of work because they have P-Fire exiled. Like, it's just so nice. But now we just have out of combat lethal with Pashlik. Opponent still doesn't port me, but it doesn't actually matter. Because we just have lethal drain. Game 3. This hand's not very good. So I go to 5 here. And this is not a good 5, especially knowing that we have 3 or 4 ley lines in our deck as dead draws, and they've turn 1 Mox Exploration. Top deck Vial, like a very lucky magician. That was a pretty big deal that we drew that Vial in turn 1. Because the way this game kind of plays out, they just have infinite mana denial. We draw a couple of basics, which is really nice. So got the Loam Exploration going. Imagine if I had a Crater Maker blow up their only green source. Because that mana base, yikes. Yeah, I think if every deck had Companion, then Magic just becomes worse. Just so much worse. So Expert, so I've got Lurrus handled. I maybe should not have played out that D&T got my break trap. I probably should have held that land. Yeah. Just the onboard Wasteland. So they got double Exploration Loam. Double Wasteland port. So I'm feeling like, okay, I just got to end this game as fast as possible. I'm getting ported, so paying Echo is basically free here. Leave Vial on 2. Goblin could have any card as a companion would be the best one. I mean, Matron would be pretty busted as companion. I hold my Wasteland here because they can just Wasteland my Wasteland. But more busted would be like I mean, Lackey would be good. Chalice would be pretty gross. Yeah, I guess Lackey, because you just don't have to play any Lackey's main. You just always have turn 1 Lackey. And you're never going to top deck Lackey on turn 12. You can just play better cards. Yeah, that'd probably be really good. So I destroy the Lurrus right there so they can't get back Mox Diamond for free in response to the fetch. So they start trying to Ghost Quarter me out, which I'm like, okay, with Loam and Double Exploration, that's like kind of likely to work. Yeah, all your creatures have to be goblins. But we draw over Running Wastelands here, which is really good. Your Companion Lackey, yeah. So our 5/1/1s are going the distance. They found Nurturing Peatland, so they can cycle Loam a lot. Yeah, I would want something busted. Yeah, I think Chalice would probably be the best companion. Again, top deck Leyline. Fucking hate Leyline. I don't port the Mazavith. I don't wasteland the Mazavith because they're dead in 2 turns. They're dead next turn anyway, and I just want to not get Tabernacled. That is literally the card that I care about. So they go Loaming a lot. But they have like just so many non-land cards that these Loams like kind of suck. They have 3 explorations. But like they just used all their mana and they just can't. So now I just waste Maze and win. So I guess if they had Crop Rot for another Maze, they could live for a turn. So that was the league before this one. So this one we lost to that nutty Storm deck. And Rug Delver, where I fucked up. Right? I fucked up game 2. I should have won game 2, because this is what happens. So this hand's very good. Thalia, but a Goblin. Thalia would be a Goblin. Very good, yeah. So Charm Delver. I should not have Caverned. That was a huge mistake. 100% should lead on the Mountain. 100%. Because that happens, and then I go to blast the Delver. Gets dazed. And they Blazing Volley my Lackey, yeah. 100% should have not led on. I bet they do not daze that Lackey. And so I basically lose to True Name because I take 2 extra hits from this Delver, or maybe even more. Because I feel like I have to save this Pyrokinesis for Hooting Mandrills or Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yeah. So that was the mistake. I have so many play points. Don't really want to play another League of Legacy. Something I'm thinking about is doing this. I kind of want the 3rd Moor Marshal at the moment. If people are cutting Plague. And Trim. I guess I want the 3rd Creator Maker in the sideboard, most likely. Or I could cut Mog Fanatic. Mog Fanatic's so good against Delver, though. Yeah, Loamer Boy. Nobody plays Loam. So, whatever. Yeah, you're the one guy. Also, I'm 9-3 against Loam. But ever since you guys shifted to blue Loam, no P-Fire makes life a lot easier. Alright, only guy is an exaggeration. Not many. I guess 12 matches is more than some decks. What's the sideboard strat for Delver? Yeah, so Lurrus Delver will do 2 cages. These 6, I think. These 6 seem really good. Cage stops Dreadhorde and Lurrus. Chalice shuts down most of their shit. Pyrokinesis catches you up. pretty straightforward there. Yeah, P-Fire might come back, yep. What do I cut? Trash Master, War Chief, Pile Driver, Lackey. Lackey or Skirk, not sure which. So I tried Leyline in that first league, and I had them in my deck, and I never saw them in 3 Delver matches, and I won anyway. So that tells me that boarding in Leyline is overboarding. It's possible 2 cages is even overboarding, and I just want more goblins. Like this might even just be respecting them too much, because I think that matchup's really good. Do I want to play more? Legacy's not super fun. So we faced a bunch of off-meta decks, basically. It feels like I was kind of, I mean, I'm kind of happy about that in a way, because those are probably more fun matchups than the garbage that exists. I mean, yeah, Monk War Marshal looks really good in the meta right now. Probably want through Greater Maker. Maybe it's time to cut Monk Fanatic. Any brews lately? Nah. I think I started to work on this, and I realized that it just makes no sense. Some bullshit is the correct term. It's like, what would Goblins with Zerda look like? It's just like, there's no point, because so many of these, you can't play Matron or Ringleader or Lackey. And it's just like, there's no synergy. It's just like, yeah, I can activate Sling-Gang Lieutenant for 0. Oh boy. The best thing is, like, I guess Pashlik Mons, you can activate it for 2. Which I think goes infinite with Skirk. If you Zerda, Pashlik, Skirk, can you, in like 2 mana, can you just cycle through for free, right? Oh, no, it's not. It's a net -1 goblin. That doesn't work. Alright, all interest is gone. 4 ley lines, 4 revs, 3 chalice, 2 trap, 2 kinesis. That's a fairly reasonable sideboard, yes. Yeah, companions, yeah. Lets you fireball every turn. That's also a good way to think about it. That's true. I don't like ley lines because I fucking hate ley lines. I don't know how to split it. Not stopping Gyurda and being such a deck building cost is kind of why I don't like ley lines. That's why I shifted off of them. Is Lurrus still like stupid expensive? Does Unsettled Mariner stop them from reanimating your stuff, but that doesn't matter. Oh my god. Alright, I'm a total degenerate, so what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna play any sealed. I'm just gonna open a sealed pool. Oh wait, no, sealed not open. Oh, here it is. What's the difference between the friendly and the... Like, if I'm not gonna play it, I mean, I might as well play it eventually, but just not on stream. Let's just open a sealed pool and see if we get anything expensive. Got a Zerda, a Sprite Dragon. Boo. We got one of the triomes. That's cool. Sort by rarity. Okay. The fuck? Unexciting's a term. Alright, well, I'll put this away for later, I think. I'm not gonna subject you guys to sealed. I am atrocious at sealed. So, we gambled and we lost. Shit, Ivy Elementals in this set? Oh shit. This dog shit a better turn. I haven't looked at like 90% of this set. Because I just like, it just made me roll my eyes and I was just like, ugh. This card made me angry. They printed Lightning Strike for green. I like this guy. Oh, the Almighty. The Almighty. How can we lose? Alright. I think that's going to be it for me. Yeah, Mog Fanatic probably not necessary right now, even though he makes your opening hands better, but War Marshal just seems great against these Delver decks, and pretty good otherwise. You just always want to draw one. Like, I just want to go War Marshal into Expert, into Expert, into Expert, into Expert against Delver just all day. Yeah. Let's find someone else to host. Oh, Callum. I have some bullshit right here. Well, bam. It's all bad cards Goblins. Is Echo an activated ability? I don't think it is. So it can't reduce it for less than 1 mana, so we can activate Grenzo for 1. This deck looks tight. So if you have Pashlik Monster, Prospector, Zerda, you can Fireball someone because it's net 1 -1 Goblin. That's about it. We can cycle Gem Palm Incinerator for 1. That's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely as good as Bomberman. We just use different bombs. Oh god. Yeah, this deck is an actual pile of crap. This deck's pretty good. Sad we went 3-2 instead of 4-1, but it was my fault. We got turn 1 through by Lurrus, which is kind of expected. Maybe I should have mulliganed more. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like Grafter's Cage completely obliterated them game 2, so it seemed weird to mulligan a hand with Graf Cage. So that's why Mind Break is so good. It's just people try to get under you in your permanent base hate, and then you just go Mind Break you, GG. We did get to the Munitions Expert. We got a Gem Palm Incinerate, a Grizzlebrand today. That's probably the highlight of today. Alright. Basic Swamps, Streaming, Showcase. Yeah, I don't know, guys. So if I'm being totally honest, I've been strongly considering moving away from Magic. and stopping streaming. The state of Legacy and Magic as a whole is really disheartening to me and really frustrating. And just like seeing the way things are changing has made me like actively want to quit the game. Like I just don't want to engage with it that much anymore. But like I still feel obligations to like keep some content going, which kind of feels shitty because I don't really want to. Like, and people are subscribed to Patreon, and I want to keep that going, and like also it feels dumb to throw the money away because it's kind of, you know, hard times right now, and I do need the money. So I don't know. I'm feeling very stuck. So if you see me drop off in terms of the amount I do content, that is why. You know, Magic's kind of terrible in a lot of spots. You know, I could try to stream something else, like I play Total War a lot. I play Darkest Dungeon. I like streaming Darkest Dungeon. I did that one time. So I could do something like that, or like Heroes of Might and Magic. Could be fun. Yeah. Can I speedrun Breath of the Wild? I do have a Switch. I do have Breath of the Wild. I am not very far into it. Streaming anything not on PC is going to be difficult because I don't have a capture card, though. Mats, you will absolutely destroy me at Age of Empires. I am very bad at Age of Empires. Callum, you should probably play Goblins a little bit. Like, the deck is surprisingly competitive, all things considered. I consistently underestimate the deck. Like, I'm like, oh, this deck has got to be unplayable at this point, and I'll be like, oh, I 4-1 the league. Like, you know, everyone's saying Grixis Lurrus Delver is like the most busted thing since Breach, and then I beat it 3-0-6-0 all in the draw. I'm like, that's gotta say something. And like from what other people are telling me, playing Goblins right now, they can they think it's pretty good as well. I thought about Gigantha a little bit. So if we wanted to build that, yeah, that's the thing, Colin. Like, the lack of Plague Engineer in these Delver decks makes it like infinitely easier to beat. Like, just so much better. So if we wanted to build Gigantha, so no card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost. I'm not sure I understand what this card says. It's like you just can't have more than 2 devotion per card, is basically, right? Yeah, so we'd have to cut this. Yeah, okay, so I do understand it correctly. Ooh, we wouldn't be able to play Pyrokinesis. That would suck. Do you have to cut Chalice as well? In order to play a vanilla 5/5? Yeah, I don't think a 5-mana 5/5 is, you can't even vial it in. Yeah, so I got to this point in my thought process, and I was like, wait, why am I doing this? Yeah. Don't need it. You do need to cut them post-board games if you don't... like, I could I could bring in Pyrokinesis and then not declare Giganta as my companion, yes. That is something I could do. So yeah, it's Saturday. I gotta eat some lunch or dinner, something. Send you over to someone else. Thank you all for understanding if I cut down on legacy content or magic content in general, because man, this game is hard to like right now. Let's send you over to... Ugh. Appreciate y'all watching and everyone who followed and subscribed and those kinds of things. Really, really appreciate it. What do you guys want to watch? Jeskai Lurrus Delver or Jeskai Lurrus Delver? Or Jeskai Lurrus Delver or Grixis Lurrus Delver? Those are our choices. Oh, fuck this game. Fuck this game. Archon said he invented the deck? I don't believe him. Oh my god. Fuck that. That's so dumb. I'm from Peru. Oh, nice. He always said that. Yeah. Ban all the companions. Ban Oko. Ban Astrolabe. Hooray. I'm gonna send you basic swamps. Ban Lackey. No! Whoops. Ban Plague Engineer. Yeah, you know what's up. Alright, see y'all some other time.